Hey everybody, this is Mike. Today I'm going to do an unboxing for you. I got a box of cigars in the mail yesterday that I'm really excited about. I just want to talk a little bit about buying cigars, especially online. There are all kinds of places to buy your cigars. I generally look at about 3 to 4 different websites when I watch the prices of cigars and when I'm interested in buying something. There is a Cigars International. There's Holtz, which is where this box of cigars came from. Cigars Daily, and Zeal Cigars. I like Zeal Cigars. I've had good luck with buying from them. They come in really good shape, and they offer some different styles of cigars, different makers. And that's one of the things that attracted me to that website. And I follow what they sell quite a bit. And Cigars Daily and Cigars International, they send a lot of emails, and I get to take a look at their catalogs and kind of price things around. It's a lot like grocery shopping. You know, you can walk in one day to your local grocery store and buy something, and then you decide to stop in another store down the street and you find the same thing for 10% less, and then you kick yourself in the butt. But that's going to happen with the price of cigars. They go up and down. The thing about cigars is the price actually goes up on how limited they are as far as availability. It doesn't mean they're a great cigar. It just means that this particular blend is hard to get. So that affects a lot of the prices. What attracted me to this purchase is I've been watching these cigars for a while, and they are one of the top cigars for aromatic smell. When you're burning that cigar, they smell really good to the person around you that's not smoking anything. And so I wanted something that is not offensive to the people that I'm sitting around. It's going to be summer here pretty quick, and I'm going to be smoking a lot more, and I'll be smoking around other people, and that's what attracted me to these cigars. So I've been watching them for a while, and these today the unboxing is going to be a Ashton Symmetry. And one of the things about the profile of cigar is it gives off like a coffee cedar kind of a smell to the people that are around you. And to the smoker, you get a little bit of the peppery spice, especially at the beginning of the cigar. And it's got some different flavors inside. There's like a fig or a fruity floral flavor, and it's just got different profiles inside, and it's called symmetry because there's just this balance of flavors that are in the cigar. Also today, real quick, if you hear a bell bouncing around behind me or around me, my cat indoors is running around, Chevelle, and so she might come and go. So I'm never alone when I'm filming one of my videos. If I'm outside, I've usually got Hank out there bothering me, and in here today, I've got Chevelle running around my feet. So anyway, that's that noise you hear. Getting back to cigars, I was one of the things that was really neat about these cigars. What the offer that I took was there was free shipping on the cigars themselves, and then it came with some swag. And I've never gotten any swag from the cigar companies or anything like that, other than like an occasional sticker from Zeal when I buy it from them. So these guys were offering some free swag with a box of cigars if you bought a particular size. So one of the things that came was I got two tumblers, pint tumblers. These are Ashton, and nothing fancy, just something different. So I got two of these, and then the hat that I'm wearing is my first cigar hat, Ashton. And so again, these are the Ashton Symmetry. Not my first box of cigars that I've bought online. Bought, yeah, I said that. That I bought online. My first box was a My Father sampler box. It's a beautiful box, beautiful presentation. There's only 6 cigars that came in this big box. They were wonderful cigars. I still have one left in my humidor, and again, you can shop around. I can't. I think right after I bought these, I found them cheaper somewhere else. But don't beat yourself up. The main thing is I reached out, got some cigars, and I tried something different. And these are actually wonderful. I can't think of a bad cigar from My Father that I've had yet. The next box of cigars that I bought was Macanudo, and I bought this box a year ago, and I've got maybe 3 left. And a great cigar. The box is minimalistic. I don't think much of the packaging. It's no big deal. I keep all my accessories inside, my cutters and my lighters and different things. And eventually I'll probably get rid of this box because it's just taking up space. Just on a side note, there's these vintage boxes, and my wife picked this up. This is a Havana Torpedoes box. I don't know how old it is. It's just a really neat box. It's still got some of the original seal left on it. It's just something to collect. And again, I keep different things in it. I got cutters and bands and different things that I keep inside of that. They're just nice things to hold on to. And eventually I'll probably have too many and I'll either get rid of them or give them away or maybe use them for Christmas presents. I don't know, put a pair of socks in them. But this is the box that I got yesterday in the mail. This is the Ashton Symmetry. And the size of this cigar is what's called the Prism. And it's a little skinnier than what I would normally buy. I normally buy a 50 ring gauge. These are 46. So most of the cigars that I smoke are around 5 inches long and about a 50 ring gauge. And so that I kind of know that it's going to take an hour and 20 minutes, somewhere in there. Sometimes a little bit longer. These should clock in around an hour a cigar, being a smaller profile. And again, these are just a highly rated cigar. I believe this blend came out around 2014. They don't put out a lot of blends from Ashton, and they actually made this with Fuente. And so this is a combined effort. And the ratings on it at one time were around 94. And I've told you in the past that anything that gets a 90 plus rating, I've had really good success with. I've really enjoyed the cigar. I've enjoyed everything about it. So I've been eyeballing these for a while, and I thought, yeah, I just finally pulled the trigger when I got free shipping and the swag and everything. And the other thing is to help keep the cost down on these cigars is I got a hold of a few work friends that also smoke cigars, and I said, hey, I'm getting this box. Would you like to buy some? Because these are $13 a piece. They're $13 and some change a piece, and there's 25 of them in here, so you do the math. So I've got about 6 or 7 of these sold to them, so I'm going to actually have 18 cigars left out of this box, and that's going to help keep my costs down. And then I've got a nice collection, and I still got the box, and everybody gets to enjoy the same cigar, and we'll find out. Hey, am I absolutely crazy for buying these, or is this a really good cigar? And I don't normally buy a large quantity blind like this, but I read so much about it and I knew so much about these, and I'm just like, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to trust it that I enjoy it. Again, there's the outside of the box. It came sealed, and I just cut the seal, save a little bit of time while I'm on camera. So you open it up, and you've got the band on the inside of the lid. And then there's also this wax wrapper, and it's sealed. So I don't want to tear it up too much. Nice presentation. $300 a box, it better be pretty good. And then inside's a card describing the blend and where it was made. These are hand rolled in Dominican Republic. Yep, Dominican Republic. And this has got the Ecuador Habano wrapper on the outside of it, which is the darker wrapper that I really am attracted to, the darker cigars. That's just something that you learn in time. You smoke enough cigars, you learn what kind of wrappers that you get attracted to. You can see the presentation, and then there's a ribbon here so you can pull one out. There's 2 rows of cigars there. There's another row below it, another ribbon on the bottom, and then there's the label of the Ashton Symmetry. And it's not a huge cigar. It's not a large cigar. It should clock in around an hour. So I've got another humidor coming to put these in. I bought an acrylic humidor a few months ago, and I got this off Amazon for like $18. It has a gauge in the top to check your humidity, and it's got a cedar wrap in the bottom. And I've got about 15 cigars in there. And I highly recommend something like this, especially if you're starting out, because it's so easy to take care of. I have a wooden humidor that I've had for about 3 years, and I really have to babysit it. I really have to keep an eye on it. And sometimes I have to put a shot glass of water in it to keep it to the humidity that I want. And it's just, it's you got to babysit it. And with these, you just set it and go. There's no big deal. It's a sealed container. The pack is inside, and that gauge, once it's set for a little while, it sits right at 69, which is the humidity packet that's inside. It should be sitting at 69. And so these cigars are good to go. Plus, I think it's a beautiful display of the cigar. So the one that I've got coming for my Ashton cigars is a box style, and it actually has a tray, and it will hold 18 cigars, which is the amount of cigars that I'm going to have left. And so they will sit out on the counter next to that. So I'll have 2 presentations of this cigar on my little bar here, and I'll be able to quickly access them and just go. And I don't have to, like I said, I don't have to babysit them. And the nice thing about this is this location that I have is it's not in the direct sunlight, so I don't have to worry about the sun coming in and drying those out, because that's a big deal too. You want to make sure that you protect the cigars. You don't want them to dry out, and you don't want them to go up just like you're just smoking a piece of just dry weeds, basically what it ends up being. So take care of your cigars. Don't worry about the price of them so much as far as shopping around. Do your diligence, but eventually when you pull the trigger, don't worry about it, because the prices are going to fluctuate and they're going to change. The main thing is to find somebody that you like to buy from, because when you get the cigars, they're in good shape. They're not tore up, they're not dried out, and occasionally you get those free shipping deals and some swag, and that's kind of nice. So you keep an eye on it. And don't be afraid to support your local brick and mortar, your local shops. For me, there's just not a lot in the area, and there's not a lot to offer. And if I really want to go to a good humidor and a good selection, I've actually got to drive about 2 hours to view that and to experience that. And there are some great stores around. I just don't live close to them. So living out in the sticks like I do, buying online is pretty much what I have to do. And then when I travel, I try to visit different places just to see what they offer. And a lot of times you'll walk in and there's that cigar that you've seen in the magazine or you've seen online, and you can just buy that one individual cigar and enjoy it. And I think that's probably one of the best things about the brick and mortar is you can just go in and you don't have to buy an expensive box of cigars. You can just walk in, pay a little bit extra per cigar, but it's worth it because you can try it and enjoy it. And a lot of times it's ready to rock and roll. You can smoke it that day. These I'm not going to smoke right away. I'm going to let them cure for just a little bit, because I don't know how long they were sitting on the shelf. I don't know the conditions they were coming out of. This is the first time I bought from the Holtz, and I just want to make sure that I've seasoned a little bit, and I want to have a great experience. So I'm going to be patient with these. I have a lot of cigars in my humidor ready to go. I'm excited about the summer, so I can sit outside. And that's the thing about it too, is I'm getting ready for the summer. I've bought a lot of cigars recently, and I've had them so they're seasoned and they're ready to go. So when the weather gets nice, I can just grab a cigar and I don't have to worry about how long I've had it. And I can just sit out on my deck and enjoy it, or I can go to an outdoor show or whatever, and I'm good to go. One last thing, when I bought these cigars, they also offered, on the way that it checked out, they offered another sample pack. And so I'll probably end up doing a quick review on these sometime down the road. These are called Cane cigars, and they're an Oliva brand, I believe. And that's another thing, you just get offered different things. And so these ended up being, there's 4 cigars, it was less than 15. So these were like $3 and something a piece. So these were not expensive. I went from a $13 cigar to a $3 cigar. But I want to try it, and it's again, those are the kind of deals that you can find, especially as you check out. And sometimes they'll offer codes and different things, so you want to keep your eye out for that stuff and make sure you use them. And then, of course, once you've bought these cigars from an online company, usually you'll get flooded with emails, or you might get a catalog. And that's one of the things that I like about Cigars International is I get a catalog. and I've actually got something in my hand to look at and go through. And then when I get a new one, I hand that old one off to people that I know so they can enjoy it and look through it too. And I can spend hours looking at that magazine. It's just crazy. So I want to thank you for your time today. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Take care.